It's time for another Nintendo Direct. The September 23rd one, to be exact. Time to see what they have for us.
This is a completely fresh reaction. We
Oh, for Java.
Absolutely.
For Java, most of us already know most of what's going to happen.
I've heard things, but yeah, this is legit my first time actually seeing the Direct in action.
That being said, Java, what do you gather from these images for starting?
Huh, looks like something from Pokemon.
No, completely wrong.
Oh, Monster Hunter?
Well, they're all
Your
monsters,
favorite
so...
Yeah, it's from your favorite company, Capcom.
Uh-huh,
Yeah, a company that Jova has all the pictures of on his wall. With matchsticks.
Let me guess, Monster Hunter are collaborating with something again, aren't they?
They probably are, but this is more of a trailer. Much like World got Iceborne, the Rise is also getting his own expansion. Sunbreak.
There you go.
It's very interesting, how Capcom is treating this franchise. Instead of just having like a DLC pass, it's having an entire, expansion which gets updated.
Then there'll be the DLC epilogue, some fix.
I mean, I appreciate them going this route, even if I don't,
Well, technically
have
speaking,
attachment to
Shiroi,
it.
we're kind of applying the games as a service method, just not in the more, monetary way.
Hey, Koizumi.
For today's Nintendo Direct. What you just saw was the first trailer for
It looks
Monster
very
Hunter
tired.
Rise Sunbreak.
Most Japanese
Aren't we all dead?
Most Japanese developers do.
I mean, yeah, but compared to the last time we saw
Our
him,
friends at
right.
Capcom are
Yeah,
working
he
on
does
helping
look more
developers
tired than
enhance the
usual.
experience for players.
I wonder how
I
many
guess-
coffee machines they have in their
I guess
offices.
working on the new Mario game plus his new higher role at Nintendo is starting to really wear him out, I guess.
I think he's working on a Donkey Kong game.
There is a rumor about that, but
Monster Hunter
I'll
Rise
see. We'll see how it is.
Sunbreak
A
is
legend.
scheduled to release as paid DLC in summer 2022. Please stay tuned for more information in the future. All right, let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch
First
headlines.
party stuff.
Next.
Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking
Mario
of party,
Party.
Or at night. It's almost time to party! In the Mario Party
Here we
Okay,
go.
that was a bit rough, narrator.
Welcome to the best of the Nintendo 64 Mario Party
around Woody
games.
Woods, but watch out for those Monty
Complete
moles.
with new
They'll
online
change the board's direction
connection.
when you least expect it. Travel between two islands.
Now you
and
can
choose
rage
tropical
online with people about not getting the star and then getting it.
Yay!
Same
Party
Bowser Land
day
isn't
and night
available.
in Horrorland.
Yeah, or why is
King
this
Boo's
the
statue is
only?
harmless during the
Why is
day,
Woody Woods
but
the
at
only
night,
Mario
it'll
Party
swipe
3
stars
stage?
from unsuspecting players. Need a
I
break
miss the
from boards?
Western
Yeah, why not
there.
Waluigi Island?
No, screw that. Chili Waters.
Compete against players
I miss
worldwide
the
for
Western
longest
stage
win
from
streak
Mario
in
Party
survival,
2.
or work together in the
Also, there was a missed
cooperative
opportunity
attack
to having a situation where Luigi wins by doing absolutely
7
nothing.
courses available.
Come on, Nintendo, you love to, milk memes. Might as well just go full.
So who are they gonna have replace Bowser, given how, Bowser is now apparently playable?
No, it's still
he's
announced
not.
according
He's
to
a
some
stage
some of the
monitor.
boards. Yeah.
What was that, Dad?
Pre-orders
He's a
are
stage
available
hazard.
now on Nintendo eShop.
Oh, I thought he was playable in this
Remember,
game.
the
Next.
Mario Party 2, you could have actually
Okay, this one, Jova, is the new title that Yokotaro is working on. By his own
Voice of
admission,
Cards.
he just wanted to do something, simpler with a smaller budget and digital only. So there it is. It's a RPG card game, actually.
Yeah,
That's an
but basically, you can imagine the world.
That's an interesting choice to
It's
go
very
after
old school in
making
that
Nier Automata.
it's very old school in that regard, Dweebs. There are a couple of other games like Hand of Fate which run with this concept as well.
Your imagination can go a long way, dwarves.
Everything in this realm.
Not only that, not only that.
Like in my world, this game was about a futuristic city with dragons and everything, and then I smash it to pieces.
Not only that, but games like these live and die by how good the quality of the writing is, And the previous games that showcased that even when just writing something, and I can also attest for stuff like both Sino Alice and Near Incarnation, the writing for just text-based stuff is still very good. So I'm definitely wondering.
Is Taro writing this too?
I actually don't know. Keep in mind, for stuff like Automata, there were other writers other than him, so it's also a collective effort. But it's usually the same key people who do it. So I'm actually optimistic about this one. I'll check in the meantime.
Wow, so after all that success, he chooses to go smaller scale. I can appreciate that.
Absolute disaster
Hey,
of a
look,
human being.
it's... How did we
It's a
forget
Detective Gumshoe.
How did we
Yeah,
forget
yeah.
Hotel room in the city
Disco
of
Elysium, that's it.
devoid
Yeah,
of your
yeah.
memories.
Hey, hey guys, do you remember
Soon,
the case
you
in
learn
which
that you're a
Detective
detective
Gumshoe
and get
became an
entangled
absolute
in a strange
scumbag of a
murder
human
case in
being
the
and shot
groundbreaking
people?
role-playing adventure,
I mean,
Disco
considering
Elysium?
how he's treated and the fact that he
As
gets
you
no
interrogate
money for
people,
what he
you uncover
does.
clues, internal
Yeah, I see it
dialogues
happening.
begin.
It's like
To
we found
investigate,
out. It's like when
you'll need the
Phoenix
help
said,
of the 24
"What if he has
skills
to end up
living
having to
within you.
pay to work?"
Your behaviors and available choices
I'm
will
sure
change
Amazon would
depending on
love
how you
doing
develop these skills. Directly
Yeah, we shouldn't
impacting
say
how
this
the
out
story
loud. They might
progresses.
find
Don't
out.
give him ideas.
They're already making their own town!
What?
Yeah, wasn't that
so
like...
basically,
What
what,
sort of
so
detective
basically,
would you
what you're
become?
saying is they
Disco
watched
Elysium,
the
Final
first
Cut,
Scooby-Doo
launches
WWE
digitally on
movie
Nintendo
and
Switch
based it on
October
that.
12th. The physical
Sure.
version of the game will launch early 2022.
Anyway, so Disco
Pre-orders
Elysium,
for
the
the digital
final
version
cut.
begin today on
That's
Nintendo
nice.
eShop.
Supposedly the final cut, anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Ah,
That's the thing.
okay.
Hyrule Warriors
The base
Age of
game
Calamity.
did had different stuff, and this one was an actual updated version.
What I mean to you is, it's media. Nothing is ever final.
No. What I mean is that also the fact that it also had some recasting with its voice acting, because for one reason or another, it chose the voice acting was not super on par in the base version, so that's also what they meant.
So yeah, we got Zelda on a bike.
Cool.
Nice.
The King of Hyrule must not fall!
You know, you're pretty good for a little
For
kid.
what?
We
This
better
is-
partner up on this, don't you think?
Big throne and all, I know, but... Oh, sorry, for a second there, that guy sounded a little bit like the 4Kids version of Sanji. I'm like, what? Wait, what? And also, yeah, we hear voice dialogue from everybody, except Zelda, who only gets...
Well, she had a whole game to speak. Let the others have a shot.
It's so strange. I know it isn't the first time, but it's so strange hearing voice acting in a Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's the thing, Sherry. Even the place where they started doing that is odd, because it wasn't really with Breath of the
Sunshine.
Wild either. It was with the one of the last 3DS games, the one that no one cared much about, the Four Swords.
it just kind of takes me out of it a little bit.
I know.
Wait,
Ladies
what?
and gentlemen, Cloud T Racing!
Chocobo Racing? What?
Okay, if you don't know, Jova, there was actually an original Chocobo Racing on the first PlayStation. And this
From Final Fantasy 9.
Well, yeah,
Square-
I know, but
actually
this
it's
looks
supposed to be a
brand new.
generic
No,
black
it's
mage.
BB. It's
Actually,
BB, bro.
that was supposed to be a generic black mage. Whatever. The point is that there was supposed to be a Nintendo 3DS new version. We don't know. We never know if it was supposed to be like a new game entirely or a remake of the original. But then it was basically quietly cancelled after Square forgot to talk about it, and now we have this.
Chocobo Racing is alive again. Well,
I'm perfectly
now it's
fine with also.
essentially Final Fantasy kart or Square Enix kart.
Well, it's more Final Fantasy because it's strictly as characters from that, the Chocobos, some of the summoning spirits, the Behemoth, stuff like that. This is also, if I recall correctly, the game that premiered the Chocobo design that will be used also for the Mystery Dungeon.
What did you think?
Well, are you
Before
looking
we
forward
show
to
you our
racing
next
some
video,
Chocobos, Tio?
We have some news
I
about the
wish,
last
but it's
fight
sadly an
Super
exclusive
Smash
to the
Bros.
Switch,
Ultimate
so
I'll play with you, Joe,
someone else
why
will have
not?
to enjoy Gilgamesh from
Mr.
my part.
Sakurai, the game's director,
Oh!
will reveal this fighter in the
Yeah,
final
yeah,
Mr.
okay, this is
Sakurai
one of
Presents
two
video on October
announcements
5th.
of announcements.
Yeah.
To be fair, maybe they
He'll
want to
also show
cordon
you how to
off
use
the whole
this fighter,
Smash
so
stuff
please
so
look
that people
forward to
know
Yeah,
when
again,
it's
like I
coming.
said,
Like I stopped them before.
I suggested on screen, it is better this way rather than just dumping the first trailer and asking everyone to wait, because if there is some hype backlash, which will probably be regardless, they prefer to just contain the damage as much as they
Take a look
can.
at this.
I
What's
still want the
this?
Nintendo monstrosity.
Wait, is this Splatoon?
That's what everybody else thought
Yeah, it's funny,
yesterday too.
Joe. We had the exact same mass
Technically, I
gas
didn't
first.
say what it was because it got leaked. So I was keeping my mouth shut.
Yeah, Deji knew, but like.
I mean, this looks
Because-
like an
because
apocalypse
thanks,
setting like
journalists.
Splatoon. So I guess I was able to go unspoiled then, given I don't know what this is. Okay, I know it's not the new Mario game because Pedro probably wouldn't have alluded to Kazumi making a new Mario game. Oh, Kirby!
It's Kirbo.
It's the round boy.
Kirby's got an edge now.
Okay, Kirby, what are you up to this time?
What do you think, Jova? Eating everything.
You ended up in Crash
As
Bandicoot,
usual.
apparently.
Wait. What's Kirby doing in The Last of Us?
Near Automata.
Turns out, Jova, the world went to shit, so now Kirby is alone.
That's weird, because according to Kirby lore, there is technically planet Earth, and it's supposed to be frozen over.
I suppose maybe Kirby ate all the zombies.
Sure, why not? That wouldn't be the weirdest thing he's done. But
The
seriously,
most powerful. Oh, sorry.
it looks like he's in the remnants of, well, one of the main city settings from a Last of Us game. What the heck?
And,
Yeah, this music kind of takes off the edge of it.
Wait a minute.
it's still very colorful. So
Oh, wait, let me guess. Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild have finally found their third Musketeer, haven't they?
it seems
So,
so.
Metroid Prime 4 says, "Are you a joke to me?"
Metroid Prime 4 isn't
You mean
really
am I a
in the
joke to
same.
you?
Yeah.
Wait,
That's how it
the
goes.
music's happy because Kirby's happy about all the free food he's getting.
But no,
The world is
Christ.
the world is doomed. Everyone's
That's free food.
Dweebs, it's a bit late, I know to say, but Kirby doesn't really care. I mean, I know when it comes off
Kirby's
as
a
it comes,
psychopath.
it comes off
Yes,
as
he
happy-go-lucky and
is.
everything, but he just wants to eat
I know that's the
everything.
joke, but he's not.
That was the trailer.
It's just like,
Kirby and the
okay, this is
Forgotten
just
Land.
a weird, mysterious world
But
that
no.
already
In
happens.
this new
But anyway,
game,
Dej, what
Now,
I
you
mean.
see, if the world was
3D
in
areas
danger
using
right now,
familiar
then
Kirby
he'd care.
moves.
But it's like, nope, nothing I can do.
But not Dej. What I was talking about when I said
setting
Free
also
Musketeers,
appears
I mean in the
mysterious,
sense that they're
filled with
the more
abandoned
open
structures from
world and
past
bigger
civilization.
scale forms of their games. Metroid Prime
This-
4
this
is
I-
likely
I
going to
don't
be
think
another
this is open.
Metroidvania
The game
one.
is scheduled to release in spring 2022. We hope you'll look forward to Kirby's new adventure. Next, we have this to show you. Please take a look.
Wait. What
Oh,
did I say?
Animal Crossing.
Finally,
Alright,
Oh,
it's
Animal
content.
Crossing.
some content.
I'm going to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. See ya. Bye, Shira.
About
Ungrateful.
actually.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Disdain for plebes.
Oh, an
It's
Animal
another
Crossing
announcement of an
Direct.
announcement.
Yeah, this is the other announcement of an announcement.
Well, look at that, Sherry. An entire direct of Animal
Since its
Crossing.
launch in
It's not the
2020,
first of it happened,
Horizon
yeah.
Horizons game has been enjoyed.
Dej, Pokemon Sleep has not received news in a long time.
New free content will
Because
arrive
it's
in November.
being bored with all these
Developers
announcements.
Wrong,
So-
Dej, this game is deceased.
We will be airing Animal Crossing New Horizons Direct in October.
New
I'll play
content that was data mined a year ago, roughly.
I'll play New Horizons.
The only thing that I
eventually.
heard for someone who's also either super into Animal Crossing is that they're adding like a
Maybe-
bar function or
Let's
something.
move on
But since
to
this
more
is also
that's
in
who-
October,
headlines.
maybe Tom Nook is the last Smash character.
Game up. Fun.
The bird that you saw in the preview image, that's Brewster. So yeah, he owns the cafe.
Anyways,
Trooper enters the fairway as a
Mario
playable
Golf's
character.
new game gets
I-
a free update.
Yes, that
Tricky
game that
shots
Nintendo
and
released with
gadgets
little
to
to no
mess with
content.
competition.
Another
Yeah, they told us what
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah, like a lot of their others recently.
Take advantage of Ninja's blinding speed.
They
to
need to
outpace
stop doing
opponents.
this.
like, don't get me wrong. They are much better than other companies at, putting a game out and then adding on content to it
These
and making the
additions
base
will
game
come
good, but
swinging in
it
as
wouldn't
a
hurt
free
to,
software update
just
later
release
today.
those games with more at the start as opposed to making it a novelty of adding. What the heck?
An invitation.
Kingdom Hearts.
So I swear, some of these models do look like they've been actually not all of them, but some of them do look like they've been recycled from Birth by Sleep.
Yeah, apparently some people have pointed that out. They are.
Like Winnie the Pooh. The Winnie the Pooh looks straight out from.
But this is from Babco.
The Winnie the Pooh model is apparently ripped from Kingdom Hearts 3.
Also, I love
This is
how.
from Babco, though.
Also, I love how that letter literally looked like a Smash invitation. Star Wars, Knights of the
Knights of the Old Republic, Jova. See? So if Sony manages to fuck up the remake, we can always go back to this one.
It's that's the thing. That's the thing too. As per media.
Sorry, it's true because it's also multi-plat. It's also on PC. My bad. The people who are making that the point.
Yeah, it's been published by the same people who are making the remake actually.
Sorry, my bad. Next.
There's one thing you must always remember.
A cloud game.
Stay human. This is the city. Humanity's last.
I always just called it the city.
Yeah, a game like this can't run on the Switch.
In the cloud version of Dying Light 2, Stay Human.
Or it possibly could, but they don't want to actually optimize it. Either way,
That's the thing, though. That's the thing, though, Jova. As you will see in a second, they're also releasing a port of the first one, so I do wonder if there's some legitimately technical problems.
Weird.
Yeah, okay, just jumping the gun and saying they're lazy is...
Like, well, that's the thing, Waves. If they wanted, they could have made even the first one just cloud only and don't work on it.
There's one thing you must always remember. Stay human. While you're at it, take the prequel
Dying Light Platinum Edition.
Platinum Edition. Scavenge for supplies, craft weapons, and face hordes of the infected in a post-apocalyptic open world.
Yeah, this is basically Nintendo. Yeah, we don't have The Last of Us, so we've got this instead.
I mean, you're only really missing out with the first Last of Us game. That one's on the PS3. That one's perfectly portable with Sony eventually. And you know,
apparently there's a rumor that they're going to remake the first game. Like, no, please.
All right, next one.
Utility, morality, or liberty?
It's Triangle Strategy,
Oh yeah, that game everyone mistook for Greatest Attorney when we first saw it because of the scales.
That's the thing also, Jova. Much like with Octopath Traveler, the team decided to just remove the project, you know, in front of the title and just call it Triangle Strategy.
Of course. That is a terrible, terrible name, but whatevs. The game looks good.
Like, even something just a bit more fancy or something like Legacy of the Triangle, if you want to put on that angle.
These include
And then people will say, oh, they're ripping off Zelda.
On-screen visuals.
Legacy, not Legend.
It's got an L in it and it's about a triangle. It's the same, damn it.
And streamlined game flow and loading times.
Very nice.
More details are...
Yeah, that's also another thing Pedro did notice when we actually watched the direct. Much like we did for Octopath Traveler, they actually did listen to the feedback that got with the survey that was included in the demo. That's nice.
Oh? Ah!
Metroid Dread.
Yeah, Stranger of Paradise is also doing the same thing.
So, we finally getting a Ridley reveal yet.
You will probably know by this point, Joe, if it was.
Yep, that's a new Ridley.
Oh, let me guess. A reminder that this thing is existing. But
also the thing,
yeah, of course, the chase mechanic.
The thing that I noticed, Jova, is that the robots, the Emmy, are actually strikingly similar to that robot in Red Planet that Yumi and Dweebs commented on.
Yes. Oh, wasn't her... Oh, I forgot what her name was.
She was actually called Emmy or something like that, yeah. So it might be an actual reference to that.
What a weird but apt reference to make.
Dweebs did mention yesterday when we watched this, you know, the Metroid is all about referencing, you know, classic sci-fi media, and, you know, that one counts.
So like I said before, if Kraid's here, then Ridley's gotta be back as well.
You just have to see in what fashion.
Ridley will be a DLC post-game boss.
forgot what Metroid game did really skip upon, and I know that the original Metroid 2, I guess, counts, but other than that,
Metroid Prime 2,
Prime
that's the only other game he's been absent in, and it sucked. Well, okay, it wasn't the worst. Oh, snap,
okay,
Parasites.
well, this is more like the incipit joke about the reason why Samus is returning to this planet, but isn't Metroid Prime 2 having a better excuse why Ridley cannot be in that? The fact that Samus is literally stuck in an alternate dimension?
Well, we're still dealing with space pirates, so his absence was noted. So,
Also,
so if I understand correctly, the story is that some of the X-Parasites are still alive, and well, that's not good. So Samus.
It's more like the reason Samus is getting to this planet, but it's pretty much clear that soon will be outstaged by whatever the fuck is going on with that Chozo.
Evil Chozo. Jesus. Well, okay, the Chozo weren't exactly perfect if the manga is anything to go off.
Well, if they were so perfect, Joe, but why did they went extinct? That's a good question.
Or did they really go extinct? As several hints seem to suggest that there are quite a few still kicking around.
October 8th. Pre-orders are available now on
What do you mean clocking?
It's, yeah, space birds and all
How was that?
Pretty good, thank
we
you.
have news about Nintendo Switch Online.
Oh, this.
Oh.
You at least get a load of this, Jova.
Switch Online
Okay.
since it launched in September 2018. In addition to the current membership, we'll be adding a new membership plan.
Oh.
And it's more expensive.
So even that.
Part of this new plan's content.
What does these expense, these new legacy includes?
Finally giving us the goddamn N64 titles, are
You'll be
you?
able to play a collection of
So yeah, if you want those, you're gonna have to give us more money.
Yeah, that's the thing, Jova. This subscription, you have to pay it a bit more, even if you have the regular online subscription.
Hey Joe, you want me part of a family
3D
plan?
gaming experiences.
Maybe.
As well as
This
intense
is gonna be that
four-player
one
multiplayer
blemish
action.
on the Direct Smart,
Nintendo
isn't it?
Switch, up to 4
Me and some,
Nintendo 64 games.
me and some others,
Okay, Dads.
Also, with this
Dejimon
new membership plan,
me and some others speculated. Oh yes, also you get also
Oh,
Sega Genesis.
Genesis.
Apparently, the Sega Genesis games are a bit like a step up to the regular subscription plan. But me and some of my friends, the Italian friends, that Jova speculated that this is probably something that Nintendo is doing to recoup the losses of 2020. So they're just, using this as a way. It's still bullshit. It's still very bullshit. Don't worry. But
Now there's 4 ways you can play Sonic 2.
Jova, we're gonna flash a bit some of Nintendo 64 games that are gonna be included in this offer. So keep an eye open for that.
Yes.
It's gonna be funny if it turns out that they continue this and later we get something like, oh, Sega Saturn and
Yeah, the GameCube stuff maybe.
or a GameCube and Dreamcast collection.
Hey, thanks for buying Sega Ages, suckers.
So basically, I'll just stick with my regular
we'll share more
Nintendo Switch
details about
plan.
this new membership plan at a later
Well,
time,
Deji, I guess it
including
depends
the
on
exact
which
release
Sega
date
Ages you're
and
talking about,
pricing
because when it comes to virtual racing, they actually
For now, however,
that game
we'd
is
like
actually
to announce the
remade
games that
by
will be
M2,
available when it
so
launches.
it's
But
Oh?
it's like most of
You'll
them.
be able to play the Nintendo
Lean
64
back.
game shown
I actually
here.
Yeah, I don't know that one actually. But again, keep an eye
Oh,
out,
Echo the
Jova.
Dolphin. There you go,
Genesis games.
Pedro.
Also, Castlevania Bloodlines. Interesting
Yeah,
for some.
I had my ways of playing.
Oh,
Retro
and
games.
the original Majora's Mask.
And
Awesome,
F-Zero
the
X,
best game on the
as
system.
well as other Nintendo
Pokemon
64
Snap,
Genesis
that's also
games.
really cool.
Kirby, of course, the
Kirby.
Crystal Shard. Hey,
Paper
oh, Paper
Mario,
Mario.
Clown
Banjo Kazooie.
Nintendo 64 Genesis
Again, Jova, there's a thing, they didn't even talk about that. They just quietly put it there in the background.
I think that basically
Here's
they
your inferior version.
well,
Well, remember,
Ba-
Banjo is in Smash, so this is probably part of the partnership.
Yeah.
Also $49.99 each.
For a Nintendo 64 controller, no, thank
okay,
you.
okay.
For a Sega Genesis controller that
Okay.
can get
We
at
hope
better
you look
quality.
forward to this
Okay,
new membership plan.
let's be honest, guys. That last bit was probably just Nintendo saying, "Yeah, we're in bed with Microsoft. What
Let's
of
see
it?"
a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Next.
We hug and cuddle, damn it, and we
There's plenty to
certainly
play
milk
in
the
these
merits out
collections.
of it. So yeah, Banjo and Kazooie are visiting home.
Cyberpunk meets fantasy
I'll stick
in
with
this three-game
the
collection
remaster
of
because
cult
that's the
classic
better
arcade
version
Yes.
anyway.
As a Shadowrunner mercenary, you'll explore a dystopian
One's on
future where
360.
magic has reawakened
Yeah, it has
and
a stop and
fantasy
swap
creatures have
feature that
come
was
back to
deleted from the
life.
N64 version.
immersive branching narratives, skill-based character growth.
Honestly, it doesn't sound like too much of a loss, though, and hey, if you prefer playing Banjo-Kazooie on Nintendo platforms, well, there you go.
Oh, sure, it's a perfectly fine way of playing the game. It's just
Hey,
that.
Castlevania Advance Collection!
Jova, I'm gonna need to borrow $20.
Together 4 classic Castlevania games.
For Castlevania?
Beautiful graphics and hauntingly epic music. The rewind.
Oh, of course, the rewind function.
It includes also Dracula X, the Super Nintendo version Rondo of Blood. I don't understand why.
And you can play the American, Japanese, or European version.
If you want regional difficulty, yeah.
Later today.
It's part of the digital eclipse making these games.
Okay, this one, Jova, caught by surprise everyone, including me. I honestly didn't know this was actually a thing that we were doing.
Yep.
The classic Super NES game ActRaiser returns on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, you might be a bit confused, Jova. This was a game that Enix, before the merging, did in the early 90s for the Super Nintendo. Square basically just sat on it for a long while. I think they were like a small re-release for mobile phones in 2004, but that's it. And now, out of nowhere, they made this new remake, which I also checked in the meantime. It's apparently done by a company that normally specializes in playing simulator, so this is something completely new for them, and it's already out, Jova, but on PS4, PC, Switch, and even mobile.
Except for Xbox.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, like I said, I really like this trend of Square Enix doing a really great job in going to their back catalog and re-releasing games.
Every company should do this.
Okay. With all this random stuff here, all that's missing is like an announcement of Deltarune coming to the Switch as well.
Yeah, very
okay.
Oh! Very good job. Very good.
Oh! Well, snap.
On
there
that
we go.
note, I am going to...
Toby, what are you doing?
On that note, I'm gonna BRB.
Obviously.
Also, it was mentioned after the direct was over, but that was actually Toby in the dog suit.
Of course he was.
Aw, cute.
Is Toby a furry?
I mean...
Considering his content,
yeah, the signs are there.
So, Tio, Shuri, heavy... Oh, wait.
Shuri doesn't know yet, so I'm not also... I know everything about Chapter 2, I love it, but I'm not saying anything for her sake.
Also, I see that...
Thank you.
Also, I see that Noelle's being brought along for the ride, if that shows anything to go by.
That I did know, and something I was hoping for because she's cool. I like her.
Oh,
you're gonna like her a lot, Shiro, believe me. But this is basically just now a montage about stuff that is also coming to Nintendo Switch, including Shin Megami Tensei 5. Like so.
That's a good for you, I'm guessing.
Well, obviously I cannot play it for myself yet, but I'm still very curious to see how it turns out.
And Wreckfest from THQ Nordic Gump.
Namco X Hamster for arcade
Yeah, the classic arcades of Pac-Man and Xevious, which, fair enough, I guess.
Oh yeah,
also,
Rune Factory 5, that was a thing.
It is supposed to be a thing, not was.
Alright, what's next, Koizumi?
How's everything? There are still a few more announcements.
Oh, I think it's now.
What, Splatoon 3?
Hi, Miyamoto.
Oh,
you're not ready for this, Jova.
No, he's ready. He knows.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Enough.
This is one thing I do know from the direct. Yeah, about this.
I've been working with the Hollywood movie studio Illumination and its CEO and producer Chris.
Yeah, I have heard about this. Though.
Ah, yes, Illumination, everyone's favorite animation studio.
Look, maybe the movie will turn out to be good, but again, Illumination of all people, just
in theaters holiday next year.
The movie
It's gonna be a while. And apparently, okay, judging for the timing, I think it's gonna compete with Avatar 2, so good luck, Nintendo, I guess.
Avatar 2 and Aquaman 2.
Yeah, good luck, Nintendo, I guess.
It'll be a while longer until we can share a glimpse of Mario.
I mean,
I have no doubt that he's gonna be still, you know, make a lot of money, but again, talk about the competition.
Doesn't care about Avatar anymore now?
Disney
No.
Anyway, Chris Pratt.
Here we go.
Chris Pratt is my.
Why? Fucking
Lego
why?
movies.
Okay, yeah.
Mario will be
Star
this is
power.
This is the
Please
monkey
have
star
store.
power because
Okay,
of
okay.
Mario.
Very
This is-
talented Chris
This is the monkey's paw of the entire direct.
Oh,
Princess
The
Peach
cast
will be
list
played by Anya
literally
Taylor-Joy.
reads like Nintendo
I
just
can't
looked
wait
at
to see a
someone's
very
Okay.
fan cast
Princess
list on
Peach.
IMDb and made this the actual cast.
Charlie
like
Day is
post-
Will be
Luigi.
played by Charlie
This,
Day.
this is like when I posted back
I'm
in
excited for you to see
2013
this timid
about the
sibling
Sonic
appear on
movie.
screen.
It's
Okay.
like, oh, they should get Jim Carrey as Eggman.
Jack Black as
Remember that?
Bowser.
And only Jack
No,
Black.
as quote unquote
I'm expecting
Bowser.
a monster
Okay,
performance by Jack
So,
Sonic.
question: is there something special about this?
The comedian
No.
Keegan-Michael
No. Look.
Hi guys, I told.
Look. I like Keegan Michael Key,
Even
but
though this is a
no,
Mario
he
movie, Donkey
not
Kong
him
will
for
also be
Toad.
making
Good.
Now I can
This
see
is the
this.
most
I see this.
He will
This
be
could
played
work.
by Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
Well, Seth
that,
Rogen
I'm
Seth
eager
Rogen can
for
work
you to
because
see
he has
the
done
humorous
roles
Donkey
that I
Kong
can
by
with voices that I can definitely see working for Donkey
Oh,
Kong,
but don't
actually.
worry, Jova. We do have Charles Martinet. He's just gonna be random cameos in the background.
Yeah, needless-
I'll
needless-
save it for the discussion video because I have an idea. I'm gonna predict who he'll voice.
Needless to say, voice actors that I follow
oh,
on
Cranky
Twitter-
Kong's going to be in this, and why is Kevin Michael Richardson Kamek and not Bowser?
Yeah. The voice actors I follow on Twitter
That is all I can
went
share with you
completely
today
nuts
about the
over
Mario
this, and
movie.
not in a good way.
This is a very
Wait,
collaborative
why?
project between Illumination.
They hated the
Because, you know,
idea
getting
of
celebrities.
coming up
Yeah,
with
yeah,
tales
getting
or
celebrities,
ideas, and
rather
I
getting
myself
the
am
actual
enjoying
voice
the
actor to
creative
cameos.
process That is a little bit different from making games. It may
The
be a while
Illumination
until we can
footprint,
share
of
more
course.
updates,
But
I hope
okay,
you'll look
sure,
forward
Roy.
to it.
It's
Question.
not Illumination. It's just Hollywood.
Not just that. This is Illumination
Anyway.
first major licensed product
Yes, Jova?
anyway.
Sure, question: is there something special about this Anya Taylor Jolie woman who's playing?
Jolie.
The King's
We'd
Gambit.
like to show you this.
Like, because a
Queen.
lot of
I
people,
don't know what.
a lot of people seem to be saying that. Oh, she's playing her. That means Peach will be gay or something.
Anyway,
Also,
Splatoon.
yay!
So yeah, in an attempt to try and distract people, distract from the inevitable
I don't think
backlash
this was
that casting was gonna get.
You're too cynical. I don't think they were expecting this level of backlash.
They're just Nintendo, they're probably used to it. You get
So-
backlash on almost everything they do.
So yeah, this looks like Splatoon. But what is different about Splatoon 3?
New weapons, new Spider-Man powers.
Yeah.
It's very freaky looking in the still images, actually.
Yes, extremely cursed. Handle with care.
Turns out Splatoon people in Splatoon are actually born from Spider-Man's DNA.
Is that literally their tentacles stretching out?
Yes. Also, Octarians with fur.
Splatoon 3 added furries.
Get that away from my screen.
What the heck? Come to think of it, you think they'll make Octolings now, you know, base inclusive, Shiroy?
Probably.
So maybe now Inklings now realize that their new neighbors are Octolings and just, you know, got over themselves.
Maybe Inklings stop being discriminate, huh? No.
That's the
I
thing
mean-
about Inklings, they're racist and stupid.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah.
the main. Yeah, so what? So it turns out that what was the name of that group in the second game that was a mix that was one of the other?
Off the hook.
Yeah, did that work out in terms of the general populace?
Yes.
Remember, Marina, I think she's like incognito or something.
No one knew. They
Yeah.
just didn't care.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
Wait,
again,
the mammalians?
the mammalians, yes. Hello?
Hi, Nagami.
Hello, everyone. I'm a researcher from the Squid Research Lab. I've been
No, he's
meticulously
just
studying the
squid
mysterious
researcher.
squids that can transform.
You can tell because he has a lab coat.
And glass and sunglasses.
Was the
I have also
latest
discovered
Wait,
that the
oh my god.
Three.
Shiroy,
Allow me
Yeah.
to share
It's totally
a bit
gonna
of what
turn
we
out
know
that
so
Mr.
far.
Grizz is a mammalian, isn't it?
Splatoon 3 takes place in
Um,
Splatsville. It's known as the city
No,
of
that's
I
not
thought
where
Mr.
people think this is going.
centered
Yeah,
around
Wait,
Splat
really?
Valley
Mr.
are the
Gritz is
Splatlands,
that one
place
guy
long
that was in the
inhabited
alleyway
by
in the first game.
advanced sea creatures
A lot of the
such as
furry
squids
stuff is
and
like
octopus
weird
larvae.
science experimentation
Buildings
shit.
spanning
Although
several
there is
generations
Grizgo
were
stuff in the
crammed into
background
city,
of
creating its
like that
distinctive
space shuttle
culture.
thing.
Never mind.
Flatlands,
And don't forget the
turf
fact
war
that an
appears
earlier
to be a
trailer suggested
popular
that we're now
activity.
befriending the
Its basic
salmon,
rules
so...
are
Can we-
changed.
Can
What
we
if-
fight in the
Four-player
ruins of
teams compete
Paris?
against each other to
Yes.
ink the
Apparently,
match.
Jova, even stuff like, you know, the Easter Island,
seems to have
considering the
undergone
Moai
a
are
major
there.
shift, with the existence of new
But yeah, like I was
special
saying
weapons
though,
confirmed in
I
the
mean,
footage.
so what do you
In the
think is
latter
the
portion of
dealio
the
with
footage,
Grizz and the fact
we
that
were
we're
able to
working with the
observe
salmons in this
activities
game now,
from story
Shivoy?
mode. The
I have
single
no
player
idea. This whole thing is just.
Of the mammalians.
meaning the reappearance of mammals, appears to be the theme of story mode this
Also,
time
it looks like Octavio is working with
around. What
everyone.
could this
Okay,
possibly
okay,
mean
so the
in a
Squid
world
Sisters
where
are back,
all
but
mammals,
where are
except for
Marina and
toucans, have
Pearl?
vanished?
Maybe that's the theming. Maybe now it's Marine the one getting brainwashed.
It
Nah, I
That-
don't want that.
still a lot
That
to
or they
uncover.
split up over
Yeah,
how...
yeah. Make it Pearl that gets
We'll
brainwashed.
continue with our
Let me
research
guess, they
and
split
keep
up
you
over how the
updated
last
once more
Splatfest to
results
decide how
Nah,
this
I
game
don't.
would
I don't
be,
want them
like,
to
turned
repeat
out to
stuff
be.
like that.
Please look forward to more.
Oh,
Platoon 3.
Yeah, oh, he lost his balance. The poor.
Do you even pose?
Updates to come.
He does these poses every game.
He never kept his balance.
I was gonna do it for 4.
So, what did you think?
People actually already pointed out he kind of already did it with his
He'll-
legs.
He'll stand like
Yeah.
bend his left, bend one arm like in a almost
Please look
right
forward
angle and
to
then hold
future
the other one
updates.
straight.
There are a
Okay,
lot more-
Jova, we have one last thing.
oh boy.
Please take a look.
There are a lot more details about all the stuff in
Okay,
this Platoon thing
what did they
on
say for
Nintendo's
that?
website. though.
Wait.
It's Ace Combat.
Telling me that
It's a dog.
Wow, Ace Attorney 8 looks weird.
Call of Duty on Switch.
Well, wow, Ace Attorney 8. Man, we just skipped 7. Okay.
It's oh god, I forgot. What was that Wii U game that had the guy with the katana and the tattoos on his body? Yeah, it's Devil's Fur too.
7, to be honest, Deji 7 sucked anyway. The bit where it was revealed Athena was a mob bot was just no.
That deject squat.
Yep, it always does. I don't know why they keep trying.
I know, right? The militaries in kaiju products are so dumb.
Yeah. Oh, so this takes place in Japan. Wait, does this take place in Japan?
Well, these characters speak Japanese, so yeah.
The reason they're crap is because they need somebody a bit more competent to come in.
But who could be enough competent to fight these kaiju, Shiroi?
Dante?
Gordon Freeman?
Gordon Freeman? Dweebs, he barely manages to get ahead of Ed Krabs.
Yeah, that could still work.
No! I recognize that dog.
Yeah, it's the dog from Astral Train.
Huh.
And poor dog.
Oh, you played that?
Psych!
Yes, I know. Well, hence why I said I know that dog, but wait. Wait. No, that doesn't sound like her voice. That can't be.
Yeah, about that.
She's so beautiful.
Oh! You're looking different, Cereza.
Yeah, apparently the speculation is that's the Cereza from the past, the first, because they created a split
Oh,
timeline.
so are they suggesting that this is Cereza from the timeline that Bayonetta, you know, put her back in?
Yeah.
That would,
It's lead-
that would explain her different voice and why, you know, her hairstyle
But
looks
yes,
more like she
yes,
did.
ladies and gentlemen, Bayonetta 3 is alive!
Oh, wait, hold on. That doesn't look like Madame Butterfly's effect. Something different
Well, that's
going
because apparently, again, Bayonetta's, you know, own demon summoning have a slightly different effect.
I mean, look at
Oh,
her dance.
snap.
It doesn't look sexy. It looks more childish, J-pop-ish. So it's like, oh.
Weird. Alma Memora looks a little different, too.
Well, it's a different artist.
Wait. I wonder. The first teaser we saw of this showed what appeared to
Bayonetta
be
getting killed by
Bayonetta.
someone. Yes, I do remember that.
Could this maybe have to do with time shenanigans, and then, well, so then Cereza has to come and save in Bayonetta or something?
Well, that depends, Drova. It's been a while. For all we know, the original concept was rewritten into this.
Maybe, but you know, think about it. Oh, but the title's still the same.
Yeah, with the crack stuff and all. What
Could
I wonder is how much
crack in time. Oh my God, an Armor War section, of course.
What I wonder is how much tanking the frame rate is gonna be.
Not much, because if they were able to have it run at 60 with this, I'm confident it'll be most fine.
Yeah.
Bayonetta 2 ran well, so it's fine.
Yeah,
2022.
Next year.
What?
Nah, I thought so.
Oh, speaking of Dante, but no, I kid. Who the heck is that?
It's John.
Probably the
sporting a
level
new
of the game.
haircut. If that's
It's
John.
an alternate universe John.
So you think she's the villain?
No, right. Just reprising the Virgil role.
And why the heck does she have such a different look? Like, I get why, you know, Bayonetta would have a different look due to the split and whatnot, but why is Jean?
Also, Jean was not much into katanas. She was just having basically the same also pistols as, you know, Bayonetta. But yeah, that's it, Drova.
So there you go, guys. Bayonetta 3 is in fact alive.
Hooray!
Yay!
There was much rejoicing.
Okay, you know what? Aside from the Nintendo Switch Online business, and thankfully it's not like it's required I have to up my payment on that. This
Yes,
is
you do.
You still have to.
Wait, yeah, it's not required. It's not required, but if you want to play, you know. But go on.
Yeah, overall, that was a pretty great direct. It helped also that they're reviving hope in stuff like Bayonetta 3. It's like, I assured people, it's not dead. And if it were really gonna die, Nintendo probably would have let us know by
It's
then.
also strategically placed, Drova. Again, if they just wanted to save it for last, and rather than just being, you know, coming out on screen saying, don't worry, it's fine, you know, here's a trailer and everything, they actually did show actual gameplay footage. I get the idea of being exactly what to do to make the fans shut up. Yeah. And again, like we mentioned yesterday, Kamiya is probably now saying, don't ask me anything ever again, you little shits.
But yeah, I mean, I'll give Nintendo credit. They are often the masters of remembering to have gameplay with a good game announcement in that regard. So, kudos to there. That being said, a lot of the smaller announcements were all good. That new Kirby game actually looks pretty interesting. It's Kirby's first foray into 3D. And Deltarune Chapters 1 and 2 coming. So
1 was already there.
Yeah, so I wonder why they advertised 1 and 2 together.
Because if you already chapter 1 is getting essentially a free update to, you know, make things easier, which I'm getting the idea is gonna be the same for the rest, you know, of the game.
Well,
with each new set of chapters added, you know, you're gonna get a more complete product rather than being fragmented.
Definitely looking forward to trying out Deltarune Chapter 2. The first chapter was pretty great. And who knows? Wouldn't it be ironic if Deltarune ends up being a much bigger game than Undertale, but we end up getting it completely free?
No,
we're not going to get it.
Toby already said that, if I recall correctly, Chapter 3, 4, and 5 will be the next to be released in a group, but you will have to pay for it. And actually, I also told me, Chapter 2 was supposed to be paid, but Toby decided to actually be merciful.
Again.
Because the last couple of years have been really crap for everyone.
Remember when Deltarune was just a supposed little
survey?
Not even, yeah, just a survey.
How innocent we all were.
That was quite a survey indeed. It was full of chaos. But no, the news of Animal Crossing and Smash, news of news, but you know, still helpful news. Now I know, gonna have to clear the schedule for October 5th, cause, oh boy. And you know what's funny? They're announcing the final Smash Fighter on the same day that Nick All-Stars Brawl apparently comes out.
People are thinking, oh, they did that on purpose just to make people forget
No.
about the game. It's like, That's not how it works.
Nintendo.
It's totally
do not
Garfield,
care.
guys.
Yeah. It turns out Nintendo really were afraid of Garfield.
I recoil lasagna, Sakurai.
Well. If leaks are anything to go by, apparently it's actually Toph Beifong.
Sure.
But no, I mean, honestly, overall, this direct was pretty great. It also shows that they don't rely on Smash just to get people to come as well, because, all that.
Power move.
Yeah. The Square Enix show-ups was good. Yeah, overall, no. Good installments all around. The Mario movie news.
For the discussion video, I have plans. Don't worry.
Again, I have to ask, so what's up with people's reactions to the woman who's playing Peach? I honestly have no idea who she is, but...
Wait, Jova, no one's complaining about her. All everyone's complaining is about Mario, Deke, and DK.
No. I'm not talking about people complaining, but what's weird is the reactions people have had about the woman playing Peach. Like,
I do believe she's just miscast. She's not a bad actress per se. She did have a bit of a rough, career. She started in 2015, but keep in mind, Jova, she's been one of the main characters in the Playmobil movie. If anyone remembers that. She was Magic in the New Mutants.
God.
Keep in mind, the faults of her character are more of a result of writing and directorial stuff, not necessarily hers, at least as far as I know. But there is that. And she's been, the main character in the Queen's Gambit, like Dej mentioned, a Netflix series about a chess player.
Plus, there was Splits and Glass.
Oh, okay. From what I've seen, Queen's Gambit seems to be good. As for being in Split and Glass, well, good for you on Spool.
The point is, man, she has a rough resume, and honestly, I do believe she's not really fitting for the role of Peach.
Whatevs. The Splatoon 3 news is very interesting. Again, though, it's totally gonna be that Pearl and Marina split ways after how the final Splatfest ended. And it turns out Pearl's actually the bad guy, because, shock of all shocks, going for Apocalypse and Chaos leads to, well, bad stuff.
Well, okay, Joe, I get the idea, but even if we went for Order, the results would have still be, bad just in a different way, as in a 1984-esque dystopian society.
Exactly, that's my point, though. If we had gone with Order, then Marina may have been the bad guy wanting to maintain that order through unorthodox methods. That said, though, I really do wonder if Grizz is going to turn out to be one of these mammalians, and that's why he hates salmons so much.
I actually instead wonder if one of the big twists is that some humans are still alive, which would be a bit important for the lore of the series.
Yes, it would. Like, holy cow. Overall, good show, Nintendo. Good show.
Anyway, who's next? Dweebs?
Yeah, can I get this?
Go ahead.
Alright, first, let's get the negativity out of the way.
Go on.
Adding the new game stuff to Nintendo Switch Online is cool. But, unfortunately, there's the whole added price thing. Like, we don't know how much the new price is going to be, nor do you know when it comes out. But it is kind of weird having it be a separate thing in the first place. I mean, what's next? Is there going to be a third tier for games for Game Boy Advance?
I kind of already made the joke about how later down the line we get a GameCube and Dreamcast collection.
Yeah, I went for Game Boy Advance though, because you didn't say that one.
Okay.
The great IMDb cast list theft of 2021.
Oof.
Like, I'll say this. It's been trending, but I will agree. I think Danny DeVito probably would have been better to play Mario. Like, look. I'm sorry about the whole Charles Martinet thing too, but at the very least, get someone who's a better fit. And you know what? Maybe
unfortunately, we haven't heard Chris's take on Mario. So
even in general,
Chris Pratt really does feel like just your typical.
Even in general, would it kill to get an actual Italian American actor to do the role?
Again, like
that too
Danny
hard.
DeVito.
Illumination. No, okay. Well, not even just an individual, even if you want to have a new fresh talent or something, but someone who actually fits, the nationality of the character.
I just can't picture Chris Pratt at all.
Well, to be fair, is Martin even?
Yeah, I was
It's
about
French.
to say, is he?
No, but if you want to change the actor anyway, might as well go for something that fits the character more. I don't know.
So yeah, that was the huge monkey's paw of the show. Like, you get a lot of really cool announcements, but there's always that one that kind of almost kills the whole thing.
Okay. I wouldn't say it was big enough to ruin the whole thing, because that's more so a movie more than anything.
It's a film based on their most famous franchise.
Okay, to be fair, for as much as we like to react, it is just a cast listing. Again, to claim that this ruins stuff for us when we don't even know how the movie even looks yet, I'd say that's a bit overboard. By all means, do react to the casting, but saying that a casting list ruined the direct...
But plus that's not the only thing going against the film at the minute. There's the studio making it as well.
Okay, that I do agree with, and I've told people...
And remember also the people in charge. They're the creators of Teen Titans Go.
But that's the bad stuff done and out of the way.
All right,
the good stuff. There was the Bayonetta 3 stuff. I haven't played any of the Bayonetta games, but from the looks of it, it does look pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
I am interested to see how Mario Party Superstars turns out, since I've pre-ordered that game. Bit of a shame we only got 5 seconds worth of Shin Megami Tensei 5, since I also pre-ordered that game. But again, it still looks fun. So,
it has received extensive marketing at this point. That Dweeb's Inc. about to come out. I get the idea why they did that.
Splatoon 3 looks also pretty good. Although again, if we don't get a Paris level, then that's it. Ruined forever. Worst Paris set game with Angel of Darkness confirmed.
I want to paint the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, I want to paint the Eiffel Tower green.
Red.
No, green.
Red.
Paint to the field like I'm one of your French squids.
Yeah. What else was there? I'll probably just get... I'm not really that interested in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, but the DLC itself does look alright, especially Zelda on a bike. It's was the reception towards the gameplay story segregation in regards to Zelda herself really that bad?
No, it's the motorcycle from Breath of the Wild, basically.
There was a Square Enix announcement, especially their new HD 2D game.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I still haven't played Octopath Traveler properly other than the demo. I've got it on the Game Pass, so I'll probably just play it through that. But Project Triangle
Strategy.
Triangle Terror looks. That's what they should have called it. And everything else at least looks okay. So all in all, it was like 4/5 of a really good direct, and 1/5 of an either really middling or rather perplexing one. But yeah, I'll probably not be part of that video that you mentioned, so that's pretty much my thing. Seth Rogen sounds like he'll be a pretty good fit. Everyone else is just kind of or why.
Okay, I will also start with the negative things. The Switch Online stuff, not sure why we have to pay more for that. That's stupid.
Because we want your money, right?
I guess, but...
You've got to have money.
You currently have the fastest selling console right now. Shut up.
But we want even more.
Like I said, I do want...
Sorry, go ahead and finish.
Like I said, I do wonder if it's just a thing that they wanted to relegate in this bit, just to have something to recoup stuff from last year. But it's mostly just speculation.
Sure, it works exactly like clockwork. Every time a console maker has a big, really huge success in their hands, their arrogance rises, and they start pulling stuff like that. It works with everybody. It's like clockwork.
And then usually 2 consoles later, they really gotta get to them to the point where they have egg on their faces for it.
I mean, if they're trying to make back money because of COVID, then
They haven't really lost. Video games have been the most profitable thing during this pandemic.
yeah, the only thing that's really happened is delays and part shortages for certain things.
There has apparently been some hits with it in, of course, the stock due to COVID as well. That said, I just wish companies would just come out and say, look, we're doing this to recoup losses. We're at a point where I think, yes, not everybody would understand, but some people would probably understand it better and at least have some better context of it.
Doing that with N64 games, though? It should be something a bit more substantial.
Oh, yeah. Like I said.
How about this? Improve your goddamn online servers.
Yeah.
That's a start.
They kind of did, but I don't know how that's going because I don't...
What's that? Because me and Deji tried playing 3D World online, and it was...
Wasn't that game released before the update in servers because they said the update wouldn't apply to games pre-released before the change?
I don't know about that. Jova?
I'm not quite sure on that either. Tio?
But Pedro,
I don't have a Switch.
Pedro, I never told you. Yeah, the reason why the internet was bad on my part was because I was going through online troubles, and it turns out that my router was 5 updates behind.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Because, okay. To speak in its defense, normally whenever I played 3D World Online, I've had relatively fine sessions, so I'll admit I was a bit surprised to hear it supposedly being borderline unplayable. So I guess
we
that...
need to try that again.
Sure, fine.
Okay then.
Give Nintendo the benefit of the doubt on that one.
Back to you, Shirai.
That's it for the Switch Online stuff. The Mario casting is wild. I do not look at that guy and hear Toad at all. I wonder what kind of voice they're gonna go with.
They're probably gonna make Toad the sassy sidekick who knows everything, because
it's interesting. It's interesting because if this casting was announced in the 90s, I think it would be better received because Toad
people
at the
will probably
time was
be asking Chris Pratt, who that in the 90s?
No. I'm talking about the casting for Toad specifically. Because back in the 90s, Toad was seen as that little annoying shit that constantly tells you your princess is in their castle, But ever since Koizumi created Captain Toad and Toadette and all the other characters, Toad is actually one of the more well-loved characters of the Mario franchise. So at this point, there's genuine fans who will be pissed off by this.
Well, keep in mind, Pedro, people know about, remember also about his current voice, which is very screeching.
I actually like.
I think instead, what we will ask instead is to be someone like Chris Tucker voicing him.
Okay.
I think it's less grating than it was a few years ago. I hope the movie's good. Like, despite my initial reaction to it yesterday, I hope it's good because...
Okay. I gotta
know.
They wouldn't want it to be bad. Like, it would suck for everybody involved if it was bad. But yes, Pedro?
How many Illumination movies have you seen?
How many Despicable Me movies are there?
3. Well, okay.
4.
I've seen 3 of them and not Minions.
Okay.
Have
you seen The Secret Life of Pets?
No, only random videos of that.
Okay, but let's just say their movies are not good. They have a terrible... They made Despicable Me, which was their one good movie, and it was all downhill from there.
Okay. Let me just explain the situation with Illumination, Shirai. They were a promising company at the time, one that we thought would bring competition to the industry. And
Despicable Me was well received, very well received, the first movie.
So the thing is, Hop came out, it kind of sucked, but we thought, maybe it's a fluke. Despicable Me 2 came out, people were split on it, but it was definitely a step up from Hop. And then things went downhill, though from what I've heard, Despicable Me 3 is at least good. But yeah, it sounds like the rule of thumb is outside of the Despicable Me movies and Sing, their movies generally suck, and Sing's just like more like an okay, and here's some great remixes of songs movie.
And guess what, Chiroy? One of their things, of course, is getting celebrity voice actors. So I'm pretty confident Chris Melandri was the one who came up with this casting list.
I mean, I hope Miyamoto has enough of a hand in everything that it's actually okay. Even if it's not... Okay, maybe if they do the whole thing of taking the characters in a different direction that we know them as, that could work, because we've seen that work before.
I will say this.
Because, like I said, and I've said this before, Roger Craig Smith would not have worked as Movie Sonic because Movie Sonic is a completely different character. He's a very inexperienced, young, still figuring out things together, which is why Roger wouldn't have worked, because Roger's voice fits better for a more experienced, confident Sonic. So if you do a similar thing with Mario here, okay, it can work. However, I don't really have faith in Illumination, but go on, Jovan.
It's funny you mentioned the Sonic movie. One wholesome thing I did see on Twitter was that the official Sonic movie channel did wish the Mario movie good luck.
Okay, so the way that it was framed, it made it feel like it was trying to be snarky and sarcastic.
Really?
But...
Welcome to hell.
Enjoy your future, Mario. It's gonna
be great.
Oh man, I can't believe that the Mario movie is the Sonic Mania equivalent of video game movies. Thanks, Sonic.
As the Sonic movie has shown us, it's not impossible for the Mario movie to make this stuff work. That being said, I still argue that for as many doubts as we had, we didn't really have a reaction like people are generally having to the cast until we got to the point of that initial trailer and whatnot. And most people had some slight doubts, but it wasn't like, no, this absolutely cannot work levels that we're getting with the casting.
I think you are severely doubting people.
Oh, okay, Dads. Like I said, I'm sure there were some people. What I mean is that the reaction wasn't as overall generally negative until the trailer. Unlike, say, the overall reactions with this cast has been, let's not sugarcoat it, majorly negative. Not to the point where people are saying there's no hope, but again, okay, look, for as many problems as the Sonic movie appeared to have, Paramount do not have nearly as big a stigma as Illumination do. But whatever, the Mario movie, you're right back to your thoughts.
We'll save it for later.
Sorry.
But yeah, that's it for that. I hope it turns out.
Wait. One thing I have to ask you, Roy. What were your initial reactions? Because it sounds like you had quite interesting.
Just laughing hysterically.
Yeah, we were all laughing, Jola.
Oh my god.
Deji said,
whereas me and Deji were entering in pure despair.
Deji said we're lucky we didn't hear his reaction proper.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, let me put it like this. After it was all said and done, I joked, God, could you imagine if they had gotten Elon Musk to voice Wario?
Why?
After that SNL skit.
that. Okay.
Like I said yesterday, I would have to leave this orb.
Yeah.
Wait. Sure. Leave this orb. So you're going to go into space along with Elon Musk?
Go on.
Oh god, no, I'll stay on the orb. I forgot about his weird space shit. But yeah. No, okay, back to the direct.
Yeah.
Everything else was very positive, actually. The Chocobo racing looks fun.
Mm-hmm.
The Kirby game, I like Kirby. I haven't played many of the games, but it's just the most consistently decent to good franchise. So it's okay, I'll pick this up, and I'm probably gonna like it. So
nice.
Yeah, nice to see the Animal Crossing update finally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what the delay in that was, but yeah, we'll get a direct for that whenever. Another announcement of an announcement for the Smash character. They're making people wait to drop that bombshell. That should be a fun.
Relatively soon, though.
What did they say? Was it the 5th of October?
Yep, the 5th of October.
Oh boy, we really don't have long to wait, do we?
It's coming. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny always arrives.
Cinderace hype, let's go.
No, I'm running towards it.
Yes.
It's nice for people on consoles to get Deltarune Chapter 2 sooner than Chapter 1 was, because I was about 6 months, I think.
Yeah.
I'll get to it soon. I'm about 2/3 through Chapter 1 at this point.
Oh, you're still... I thought you'd already gone all the way through.
I decided to replay it.
Ah. You know, that's actually not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do that, too.
I mean, it's short, so, yeah.
I mean, I sure hope that your save file wasn't corrupted or it didn't affect anything.
I don't think they're doing that this time.
Oh, thank God.
There's also free save slots, which isn't a spoiler at all.
Thank
so, you
God.
know. Yeah, they're not doing that.
That whole thing was the reason what turned me off Undertale for so long. It's like, no.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. But people everybody got good food today. We got Bayonetta. People are happy. I don't think there's anything else I'm specifically interested in, because if I want to play the Genesis stuff, it is readily available in several other places. I think pretty much everybody got what they wanted or have been waiting for a long time, which is really good. The negative stuff aside, and people did react. Huh?
You never mentioned your main thoughts on Splatoon 3.
Crap. I don't know what to think.
And what have you done with Shiroi?
They threw a lot. They threw a lot at us. I didn't expect, because Splatoon 2 had its own direct before. I didn't expect to get story mode teasers right here.
I guess
it looks really interesting.
Lesson in that regard.
We know Grizz is involved. It looks like Octavio might actually be working with everyone. Yeah, I don't know what to say about any of this yet. They just kind of threw everything about it. And also, look at the still images of that Spider-Man thing. It's freaky.
So the tentacles can literally elongate and thicken.
I do remember a similar kind of trailer that they did at least for the second game. I forgot if it was also for the first one, with the story is presented in these kind of flashes with also still images that are like the drawings that are part of the lore. So they're using the same kind of thought process.
As for people wondering where Pearl and Marina are, we don't know if they're still going to be alive? The designated idols, because apparently people pointed out that for Splatoon 2 we didn't get a reveal of them until 2 weeks before the game came out. So
maybe we are getting a new pair entirely.
You don't think
Okay, I want rockers. We had pop stars, we had rappers, now it's time for rock.
You don't think
considering the City of Chaos, that would fit really well.
You don't think they'll be dead, do you?
Apparently,
is, but Marina, no.
How dare you?
It's part of a bit.
Also, Jova, everything's dark in Splatoon, but nobody dies. Okay, I guess maybe the final boss of the Octo League expansion.
Humans are all dead, and then there's the Octo expansion implications.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm not here to speculate about the lore of Splatoon 3. We will be here all night. That's it. This was a very good direct. But even with the immense negativity for a couple of things from everyone, but no, this was one of the best directs in a long time, actually.
Yep.
All right, who's next?
Pedro.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Everything was great except for the movie thing. I think I've already made clear what I think of this casting. Seth Rogen is the only casting decision that I actually agree with, because I actually really like him as a comedic actor, and he's even, I don't know if you guys saw 50-50, a movie he did with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but he can also do really good drama when necessary as well. He also did really well in The Disaster Artist. And I've seen plenty of movies of his to know that yes, with the right direction, he can definitely do a really good Donkey Kong voice. But aside from that, everybody else is just horribly miscast. I mean, I love you, Chris, but you do not fit here. And that goes for most of the actors, really. Yeah. Aside from that, yeah, pretty much everything is great. I'm fine. I'm glad we finally saw Bayonetta 3. I'm fashionably late, aren't you?
Oh God, I love that line. She said,
"You don't get to joke about that."
Anyway,
she'll do it while literally teasing you, Dej.
Yes, why not? Okay. Yeah, everything else is pretty great. Again, I still really love this new trend of Square Enix really going out of their way to get a lot of even some of their more obscure stuff and putting it up on remake / remaster / whatever. While you're at Square, see if you can look for a football game in there. You might find it.
Again,
American football or stuff.
maybe
I swear that Square does have something else tied to football in their archive.
It's honestly only a matter of time until we get a remake of Marco's Magical Football.
One of these days, I have to re-record that game for redo because it should be fun to joke about that.
That weird, huh?
It's been a long time since we've done it, and it was just me, Dwibs, and Dwibs and Teo. So it's a good idea for a redo. It's an old one, back 2015, I think.
Yeah, I think I
But anyway, yeah. So and also even Konami's joining on the action with a Castlevania Advance Collection, which I'm considering the features that they show. Yeah, I'm pretty confident Digital Eclipse is making this one too. So cool. Hey Sega, maybe you want to release a Sonic Advance Collection as well. You know, just saying. But
well, with how much Sega seems to be interacting with Nintendo to the point where a whole Sega Genesis collection is part of that new Nintendo Switch Online deal, maybe they are cooking up something.
Sure, if that's what it's gonna take, fine, I'll get it. I'll take it. Jesus Christ!
One hell of a monkey's paw, but it took sacrifice for salvation.
At this point, I'll fucking take it. well, not me because I already have my ways of playing the game, but I know a lot of people, like Shira in particular, want to play that a way to play those games on their TV. But anyway, aside from that, yeah, I'm looking forward to the N64 games, so that's great. Hopefully they'll add some. I'm glad they're also adding in some of the more obscure ones as well, instead of just. I really hope they add Mario Party 2 at some point, because that's my favorite growing up. And actually, you know what? I'm surprised Smash 1 is not included in the launch lineup. Actually, now that I think about it.
I wonder if they want to have the ultimate, hype dying down after the last DLC character, and then they can start re-releasing that.
Sure, I guess.
Probably.
And while you're at Nintendo, can we get an online, like a remaster of Melee with online? Okay, thanks. I mean, you don't allow us to do tournaments with it, so do something about that then.
I guess eventually when the GameCube games get added to the back.
Hopefully. But anyway, yeah, everything else is pretty damn awesome. So, yeah, aside from the movie stuff, I don't really have any complaints. So, yeah, it works really well. Yeah, pretty great. That's it. Next.
Edge.
Okay, let's start with the negatives first. And then 64 games. I love that console, but the fact that I have to pay extra to play it kind of feels not good. It should have been added there from the start. Especially since it's how bad the updates are. It's like, oh, look, here are all the SNES games, but we're not really getting much.
Yeah.
Just like they update once every 2-3 months. Or
Again, it's a far cry from the catalog on the classic Virtual Console, and I don't understand why. They literally have no reason, because it's all monies that they can get, the extra money they can get. Why the withholding in mass?
So my understanding, it's probably because they realized, okay, people weren't interested in the Virtual Console. It didn't do as well as they thought they did. Same reason why Sony is so
was about to shut down the PS3 and PS Vita services,
or why Jim Ryan was like, why do people want to play these old games? Because I guess they're the ones that have the data. Unfortunately, we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not defending it. I'm just trying to look at it from their perspective.
Sure.
But it's like, I feel like now is the right time to capitalize on everything, because consoles are getting older. And it'll be
and
great.
People are much more, willing to buy stuff from digital stores.
Yes. The Mario movie casting, I'm saving that for a discussion video, because trust me, I have a lot to say.
Just give us the Cliff Notes version then for this video.
Why? That's it. Next.
Yeah, pretty much.
Considering, That's pretty much what I've seen most people saying when they haven't been screaming. So yeah, no, that sounds about right.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now let's talk about the positives. Kirby, great. It's finally going 3D. It's not open world. Mario Party, I'm getting that. So great. I can't wait for game night.
Yes.
And hate everybody by the end of it.
No, Dej. Our friendship will be strong enough to withstand it.
Anyway, the Mario. All right, for the Mario Golf stuff, like cool. Ninja's a deep cut, but again, they should stop doing the Splatoon method with every other game because it's not working.
Yep.
Because you're kind of just hurting your games in the long run. Splatoon really was lightning in a bottle with that, and it also helped that we kept getting updates every week when the game was first announced, like whether it was a new weapon or a new stage, etc.
Yeah,
it was also an online multiplayer game, so that's what helped with that. Speaking of Splatoon, yes, give me more. I can't wait. I really love the first two games. Octo Expansion is the best DLC Nintendo has put out. Yeah, I can't wait, and I bet you I'll beat it before Shira does.
This could be interesting.
It's a race at this point.
I like to take my time and enjoy the story and everything going on.
Oh, so do I.
Sure, that's excuse that my sister uses by telling the fact that she eats slowly.
No. I like to take my time, but at the same time, it's like sometimes
She enjoys the story of the food.
Oh yeah, the Castlevania Advance Collection, Jova. I need $20.
I mean, Halloween is around the corner. It's gonna be probably on sale by then. You can wait a bit.
I'm sure there's other things I'm forgetting, but hey, finally we got Bayonetta free. Who would have thought? Who thought that game was dead?
I didn't. I was the one who kept telling everyone it's not dead.
I kept saying it too. It's like, okay, take your time. Take your time.
Like,
I have other things to wait for because I don't want to be like how certain people were with Kingdom Hearts 3. Monster Hunter, cool. I need to get to playing Rise. Metroid, neat. Triangle Strategy, indifferent.
That name.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Deltarune. Huh, I guess I should probably get
it's
to play
pronounced
Undertale,
Deltarune.
Huh? Yeah, Deltarune. I know what I'm saying.
I guess you should probably download it, Deji.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
The right time.
All right, enjoy Deltarune.
Oh yeah, Chocobo Racing. That's good because we're not getting Mario Kart 9. I might as well sell for something.
So who's gonna be your main in the game?
Cloud, if 1C gets added in.
Good choice.
Wink. Because I need a new racing game and hopefully one that doesn't disappoint me later 2 months down the line. But you know what? I'm very satisfied with what this direct is, and I can't wait for next year. Here.
All right.
Next month is going to be a very busy month with Monkey Ball.
All right, Tio, no more running away from it. Your turn to give final thoughts.
Sure, I'll conclude. Just to be on bullet, overall, I really enjoy it, but to be on bullet point, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, interesting approach. I like, again, much of what they did with the Ice themed expansion for World. That's nice. Mario Party Superstar Showcase. Again, it's nice. We'll have to see how many people tear each other apart online with this, especially Deji. We'll see what happens. List of Cards, the Isle Dragon Roars. Again, I was looking forward to see what this is like, so I'm actually keeping an eye out on it, but again, my backlog is waiting on my back. Disco is in the final cut. Nice to see it here. I keep hearing that it's a very good indie, so I might check it out in the future at some point. It's on PC as well. The Iron Warrior DLC pass did not convince me that much. It doesn't seem to showcase that much, and whatever new story bits there are a bit hindered by what the main story of the game actually is, which I'm not going to spoil. But still, I'll have to wait more to see if this really is as good as we try to advertise. New Chocobo Racing, really good. Nice to see that this is something that is not dead. And a bit of a correction: the Chocobo Dungeons game arrived before this, so the aesthetic was born there and was imported here. For example, the White Mage character is called Shiroma or Shirma, which originates from that series, for example. But again, it's nice to see a new title for this. Shame I won't be able to play it until I get a Switch. Otherwise, I would have main Gilgamesh all the way, of course. Smash Ultimate, we'll have to see what happens. Not saying anything more about that. Kirby in the Forgotten Land, pretty good. Interesting to see a final proper Kirby 3D game, traditional type of Kirby, but on a 3D axis. We'll have to see how the level composition is. It reminds me a lot of Crash Bandicoot, so I wonder if the level structure is kind of like that. Animal Crossing New Horizons, the update. Again, it's not really the thing that I keep lookout for, but it's nice to see the game being still supported. We'll see how much stuff it's including in the update. Mario Golf Super Rush. It's new stuff and it's free, technically, so it's nice, but I have to agree with the game. When it came out, not many people care much about it. Alfred and his friends seem to have, but that's pretty much it. I haven't seen that many people talk about it. This is the Magical War 2 Enhanced Edition. Moving on.
That was a thing.
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Nice to see a port of this, and it's nice that Disney is still allowing these kind of ports on different consoles for these old games, Star Wars games that otherwise were not being re-released. So the dedication is very recommended. Dying Light 1 and 2. It's nice, I guess. It's a series that I don't really particularly care about. It's another post-apocalyptic
Is that an
zombie.
Xbox series by any chance?
No, that's State of Decay. No, but again, it's nice that it's available. We'll have to see how Dying Light 2 performs with the cloud service, but again, I personally don't care. Triangle Strategy still looks good. Nice to see that there is to the feedback. Pretty good, actually. And it's actually coming out very soon, March 4.
Again,
Metroid
that
Dread.
name, though.
Yeah, that name, though. Metroid Dread. We've seen enough marketing at this point, so we're just ready to see it released. That is still pretty nice. Keep an eye out to see how it ends up being. The Switch new online expansion pack with the Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis game. The overpricing is bullshit. The controllers are bullshit, especially because I'm gonna drop it. I'll take here. The controller for Nintendo 64 is not really that good.
TL, that's an extremely freezing cold take.
I don't know, Dej. I encountered enough people who will defend this with their own fucking life.
Really?
Sorry.
Those people are mutants.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't go that far.
I have met a lot of people in my life. I've not met a single person who defends the Nintendo.
It's nice. It's nice that some of these games that are hard to emulate are finally being available in this digital format. We'll see if they actually perform decently. But it's nice to have a way. It's just that it's still a bit iffy to how it is. The two collections, the Shadowrun trilogy, pretty cool actually. I still have to actually recover about it, so I will see if this actually was a multi-plat or not, but otherwise I'll keep an eye out. Same goes for the Castlevania Advance Collection. I played pretty much all of the titles involved already, but I wouldn't mind playing them again another time, probably getting the PS4 version, especially since it's a cheap title, $20 for 4 games like these. That's pretty cool, actually. Let's see. ArcTracer Renaissance, the real surprise of the direct for me, because nobody leaked this, nobody was expecting this, nobody was asking for this, and yet, boom, there it is. Square Enix going balls deep with this kind of thing. Pretty cool, actually.
It's really only a matter of time until we get that Marco's Magic Football remake.
It's only 1 day since the direct has happened when we're recording this. The reception has been warm, not stellar, mind you. A lot of people have noticed a lack of customization for the performance on the PC version, but I have no doubt that it's something that I can fix quickly with a patch later on. So I can imagine this again being just a battle title, but something that Square still wanted to go through. Anyway, Deltarune Chapter 2 being integrated with Chapter 1. Nice. Like Shira said, it's nice that they're not waiting too long for console users. One thing that we skimmed over in the montage, Rune Factory 5, which apparently is receiving a lot of positive attention because it seems that it's allowing same-sex marriages in-game. So That's neat, actually, although Final Fantasy XIV did it first. I'm reserving the elephant in the room for last. So Splatoon 3. It's interesting. As you may notice also from what I said before, I'm mostly caring about the lore, so I'd like to see how that turns out. Obviously, and also with the main campaign. Bayonetta 3. Again, waiting for a long time. Yes, thank you for acknowledging it. Bayonetta still looks fabulous as ever. Absolute queen, you know. Interesting to see how the thread this time is
boy.
this. By the way, the sub. Swear me, mom.
I will say this, though. Either she had a huge nostalgia trip for her days as Cereza, or again, this is a Bayonetta from a different time.
So I'm kind of in the minority, but kind of prefer the pixie cuts of the pixie cut of Bayonetta 2 over the cone, fine cone of the first one. But this is where
I thought most people liked her Bayonetta 2 design.
From what I heard, they preferred the first one, but again, I really the point is that I really enjoy also this new haircut. It really fits and still has the gimmick of summoning demon with her hairdo. So there's
That's totally gonna be her look for the next Smash game.
But I do like the fact that these new enemies are not again angels or demons again recycled, but this new eldritch kind of alien abomination, which gives a new context. So that is nice as well. We'll have to see finally how that turns out next year. Hopefully, fingers crossed. The casting for the Mario movie, it's almost completely why to me, like that said. To keep it very short, the only one that I actually am okay with it is one that we already knew. I mentioned briefly before that I think Mario should have got an Italian-American actor. And apparently, there is one, Sebastian Maniscalco, but he's getting to voice Portman Spike, which probably going to have like a 5-minute screen tops or something. Like, I don't care.
A lot of people have talked about how that...
He did leak the role a month ago, and he said, yeah, I'm playing Spike, who's their boss.
Yeah, but again, I do believe it's just going to be like the premise and then the rest of the events, especially considering how many important characters involved, not just Bowser, but also Donkey Kong and Cranky Kong, But again, the general, Chris Pratt as Mario is just no. Just fucking no. The rest, at least you can give a bit of benefit of doubt, but Chris Pratt as Mario, I'm not. It has big plumber shoes to fill, but I don't want to divulge too much on this. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me and for us, so stay tuned for the next one. I guess the Smash Direct is going to be the next one of October 5th. See ya.
Oh, yeah. See you then.
Yeah.